It's now my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker. Kelly M. Schulz, Secretary of the Maryland Department of Commerce, brings a wealth of knowledge to the Maryland Department of Commerce from her years of experience working in the government, in the private sector, and as a small business owner. She had previously served as a Secretary of the Maryland Department of Labor, Licensing and Regulation, and since her confirmation in February 2015, and is also a former member of the Maryland House of Delegates. Secretary Schulz obtained her associate's degree from Monroe Community College in Rochester, New York. She's a fellow SUNY alum. And later obtained her Bachelor of Arts in Political Science from Hood College in Frederick, Maryland. She received the Outstanding Recent Alumna Award from Hood College in 2011. A native of Warren, Michigan, Kelly currently resides in Frederick County, Maryland with her husband, John Noel, and has two sons, Brandon and Bradley. Welcome, Secretary Schulz.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, all you graduates. I'm going to tell you a very brief story, and then it's going to make sense once I finish giving you my remarks. But when I was asked by Chesapeake College to come and give the commencement speech for you this evening, I was so intimidated. I said, oh my gosh, I've never delivered a commencement speech before. I don't know if I can do this. That's really frightening to me because of the people that are sitting behind me. Because they're so smart, right? They're all of the teachers and the professors, and they have degrees that are a mile long. So I went home and I told my husband, I said, honey, I don't know if I can deliver the commencement speech. There's a lot of smart people there. And he says, of course there are. And you're talking to students, and you're talking to the graduates. No offense, but he said, ignore the people there and talk to the people here. So that's what I'm gonna do. But you're all still really important. I just want to tell you that I'm so honored to be here tonight to be able to celebrate with you. And I want to talk to you about three things this evening. And I want to talk to you about power, about fear, and about confidence. These are ideas that will crop up again and again throughout your lives and throughout your careers. And you have to know how to think about them. So I want to tell you how I think about them and what they can do in order to become a part of your common life. I'll start by saying that I hope you are all feeling very proud of the fact that you are here tonight, because whether you are just beginning your career or whether your career led you here so you could learn new skills, you have all done something really remarkable. By choosing to come here and earning your certificates or degrees, you have given yourselves power. You may have had help, and I'm sure many of them are here tonight, between your friends and family, the great professors who helped you get here, but the choice was yours. You did that. At Commerce, we're in the business of economic development, which means that we work with all kinds and all sizes of businesses to help them grow and help them create new jobs. That means we hear a lot about what companies across Maryland need and what they're looking for. Here's what I can tell you. In Maryland and everywhere else across the country, educated, qualified employees are in high demand. Employers need good, smart people, people with degrees and certificates. Supply is low, and competition for you is fierce, which makes this very good news for all of you here today. Because you have made yourselves competitive by coming here and completing a program. Now you have something employers need. That's what I meant when I said that you have given yourselves power. I know how this works because I've been there myself. I once sat just where you're sitting now, except I was in New York. I was already a mother when I went back to school at a community college in Rochester, New York, to get my associate's degree. My two sons were in high school after that when I decided to go back to get my bachelor's degree once I had moved to Frederick County and enrolled at Hood College. That wasn't easy. I didn't really fit in. I was older than most, if not all, of my fellow classmates. I had already lived a life that they had not. The other students called me soccer mom. Little did they know my kids played lacrosse and hockey, but soccer mom it was. They may not have really wanted to be mean, and as a matter of fact, I know that they didn't, but it was intimidating. Whether they meant to or not, they were placing a limitation on me. They were telling me what I was. But I didn't let it discourage me. I'd already earned my associates, and now I had, as you should all have, the confidence that came with that. Confidence comes from the rearview mirror. It comes from the obstacles that are behind you. I'm a great admirer of Eleanor Roosevelt, who, I know all the scholars in this room know, was the First Lady of the United States during much of the Great Depression and World War II. Those were years during which the country was facing a lot of fear, but also years that gave us confidence that carried us throughout the 20th century and beyond. Eleanor once wrote that you gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You must do the thing you think you cannot do. At one point, going back to school was something that I worried I could not do, but I kept going. When I got my associate's degree, and when I got my degree from Hood College, I could see them in the rearview mirror. I had more power and more confidence, and that opened up new possibilities for me. I became an aide for a state senator, then I ran for and won a seat in the House of Delegates, then I was blessed to have been offered by the governor to be able to serve as the labor secretary and now the commerce secretary for the state of Maryland. But my journey began just a few years ago in an auditorium just like this one in Rochester when I got my community college degree. Now, your degree or certificate isn't a golden ticket. It's not the keys to the whole kingdom. You'll still have to work hard, and your careers are depending on your hard work. But think of it as a symbol, not just for your future employers to show them what you now bring to the table, but for yourself. If you're feeling frustrated at work, or you're not sure what your next move is, if you're facing a choice that seems impossible, and there will be days like that, trust me, everybody has them, remember that you made this choice. Remember that you empowered yourself today. Look in the rearview mirror and remember the confidence that I hope you're all feeling exactly that right now. And I want you to leave you with one more thought, and that is to remember this advice from Soccer Mom. Don't let anyone else define who you are and what you can do and what you can give. Only you can define you. You do not have to be what other people say you are. Your limitations don't need to be the ones that other people try to impose upon you. You are the one who decides where the finish line is. The piece of paper that you're going to get in just a few moments as you walk across the stage tonight is proof of just that. Congratulations to you all.